Okay, so welcome. Thanks for joining us for another weekly team training. This week we are talking about how to be successful in summer. And I was just saying, things kind of change in summer. Like I don't do my hair anymore all summer, and it's either 150 degrees or we have tropical storms. So lots of hats, no hair done, and lots of other things change for people during the summer as well. So that's what we're going to talk about tonight. A couple of administrative type things I want to go over fast. We just finished another 15 days of training. So if you just completed that, yay, congratulations, great job. We will have a new one starting in the next few days. So I will post about that probably tomorrow. And feel free to tag and invite all your new ambassadors. If you've never been through a 15 days of training, it's absolutely something that you should do. There are 2 posts a day, every day for 15 days. And it's going to teach you about products, compensation plan, how to post on Facebook, what compliance means, all kinds of things for 15 days. So it's super quick, in and out, and then you kind of graduate from it and you've got a basic understanding. It's a great place to ask lots of questions. It's a very small private group, and so no question is dumb. And if there's something that you need more detail on, it's really easy for me to get that information to you right there in the group. So that's awesome, and I will post about that again. Book study. We have, do I have my book? No. We have the Go Givers Sell More book study. It's a green book called Go Givers Sell More, and we are starting that on June 13th. So if you want to join in on that, you need to find the post out on my team page or comment below on this training, whatever, private message me, whatever, and we're going to be doing a book study. It's like 30 chapters, but every chapter is only like 4 or 5 pages. So we'll be able to get through that pretty quickly, probably doing 2 or 3 chapters a week, which just means reading 5 pages, 2 or 3 times a week, which won't be too bad. We have a 7-day challenge coming up on June 16th, and that is for you to invite your family and friends to join us in the team challenge. What they do is they buy 7 days worth of Plexus Slim or Slim Accelerator or Slim Boost. And then they can join us and they take the products all together as a group. Every day, it's going to be Thursday through Wednesday this time, June 16th through whatever that following Wednesday is. And again, I do 2 posts a day about products, about business, frequently asked questions. They're able to do selfies. They can win products. It's a fun group. And then all ambassadors are invited to join in, give your comments and your feedback on which products you love and why you love them and whatever. And the more conversation that goes on in that group and the more people kind of see the excitement and the engagement, then the more people who decide to become customers or ambassadors. So it's a great time and it's a great way to get people involved. Somebody unmuted. If y'all can mute yourself, that is awesome if you can stay muted. Otherwise, we just have feedback. Okay. If you want to give your testimony on one of these calls, you should tell me because I'm always thinking, who should I contact next? So if you're really interested in doing that and just giving a 2 or 3 minute testimony about health or business, please let me know. All right, a couple more things. We have a fun blitz going on right now where we are contacting 50 people in a week, which sounds crazy, but really it's only 10 people a day. We're contacting 5 people for business and 5 people for health, reaching out to them and inviting them to our 7-day challenge. There are probably 15 to 20 people who have already said they've completed day 1, which was today. You're more than welcome to still jump in on that. If you are on Plexus with a Purpose team page, you will see that thread keeps bouncing up to the top because there's so much activity on it. And I'm super proud of everybody who has been really reaching out of their comfort zone and contacting people. And your leaders are doing that as well. So I'm super proud of everybody. I've been doing it, and it's hard 2 years into this to find 50 people, but I'm going to find 50 people this week. So we have lots of monthly team contests. You can win money. You can win a Fitbit. You can win your Flight to Leaders retreat. Those are all great things. So look for our team contest that came out a few weeks ago or a few days ago, and it's all about recruiting, because we are in the middle or in the start of Leaders Retreat Contest. We will find out more about that when we go to convention, but we do know that it typically starts back retroactively to June 1st. So recruiting is huge in order to get to this free trip where they pay for your hotel. There's food included. There's prizes you can win. There's dinners you can win. It's really, there's events you can go to. Like when we went to DC, we got tours, we got food tours and city tours and all kinds of fun stuff and fun parties. It's awesome. And all of that is free. Your hotel at the Gaylord is free, everything. So all you have to do is pay your transportation there and some of your food. And I do have a contest where someone's going to win their transportation there, which is awesome. And then the last thing, we will not meet next week because next week is convention. So some of us are going to be meeting in person. Yay! And for everyone else, I'm sorry. Start saving now so you can go with us next year. But we will not have a team training next Monday night, but I'm sure that you will be bombarded with information from all of us all week. So do not feel like you will miss out. You will hear every detail of all the new products and whatever else is exciting and new and going on during the time at convention. But we will not meet here next Monday night because we will be in Vegas. All right. With that, I have asked Benita to give her business testimony tonight and how the Plexus business has changed her life. So Benita, can you unmute yourself?
Hi, everyone.
Awesome. Hey, girl.
We're kind of winging this. I'm not really prepared, but it's pretty easy because I live it. So when I first started Plexus, I was strictly giving a shot in the dark. And after 6 weeks, I found myself talking about it. And so Liza said, why don't you, go ahead and start sharing? I thought, well, okay, I'll do this. At least maybe I can get my products for free. And that would be very helpful in our household because in 2003, my husband got hurt at his job. And in 2004, he was determined that he was completely disabled. And so I started sharing, and people just kept coming and asking about it. And, when you're feeling so fantastic and you have so much energy, you can't help but just breathe it out to them. And they can tell it sincerely that you are feeling fantastic. I have been working 2 jobs since 2003. I work full-time at a college Monday through Friday, and then I work Saturday and Sunday at a local diner. And so I missed a whole lot of my children growing up, which has really been my why. And I hope I don't get all teary, and I apologize if I do. They were 6 and 10 when he got hurt. So I had a babysitter come in the morning and get them off to school because I had to go to work every day. And now here they are, 19 and 22, and I have found a life change for us. I am just blessed that I am very, very close to giving up one of my jobs, which makes me very happy. And it gave us Christmas without debt this past year, which was fantastic. No credit cards needed. I'm making enough to make my house payment. We are actually, the day we get back from Vegas, I am coming home, plopping out a suitcase, jumping in the car with my family, and taking a long weekend in Minnesota together. So that will be fantastic. 4 days away, just the 4 of us. And it's pretty much all thanks to Plexus. And so that's short, sweet, and this is a blessing. We've found a gold mine, and we're helping people get healthy and have a life again. So that's it.
That's awesome. I love it. I cannot wait to hear when you give up that second job or the first job, whichever job you're giving up. I'm really excited. So you'll be shouting that from the rooftop, I'm sure.
Yeah. The hardest part about it is I am a very, very much a people person. And so it's pretty much a frame of mind that I have to be okay with it going away from. That's a whole nother family for me. So
yeah, it's been a lot of years that you've been there. So
yeah,
then you'll have to go in as a patron and just.
But I'm looking forward to making many happy memories with my adult children now. So it's a lot of what I've missed them growing up.
Yeah, that's awesome. Thank you for sharing.
You're welcome.
Okay, so we're talking tonight about how to run a business, a successful business during summer. And so you can really look at summer two different ways. You can look at summer really negatively, that summer is draining. Summer, I have all my kids at home. Everybody's on vacation. Everybody's busy. Everybody has kids with them and can't meet with me. I've got too much time away where I need to be on vacation. I need to be focusing on my family. Down here, I can just say, it's hot. It's too hot to go outside. It's too hot to be out hanging out with people, or it's too rainy to be out hanging out with people, or, I just want to be lazy. I just want to relax. Summer's supposed to be just enjoyable and whatever. And so that's very negative. And it's not going to help your business. I mean, really, that's at the end of the day, that negative thought process of, oh, I can't do anything this summer, I'm kind of helpless, or I'm too busy, or whatever, isn't going to make your business grow. So I would say flip the script and look at summer in a really positive way. There are lots of parties, lots of people out and about, lots of opportunities for you to get out with your children if you have children at home during the summer. There are lots more people going on vacations. There are a lot more times you're going to go on vacation and you're going to meet new people. Instead of thinking, well, I'm on vacation and I just want to relax, what about I'm on vacation and there's all these nice people around me. I should spend a little bit of time getting to know them. Like, we go to Orlando, which is only 2 hours away every summer. And we always we always end up talking with people. There's families near you and there's other kids, and, oh, where are you from? Where are you from? Whatever. Well, take it one step further and friend the person on Facebook. Nobody's going to, be uncomfortable with the thought of being Facebook friends with somebody new after they've spent a few days hanging out by the pool or whatever with them. If your kids love to go to the pool, my kids love Aiden, my little autistic guy, would sit at the pool all day, every day. So I told my husband, I'm going to be really intentional about meeting a new mom or dad every single time we go to the pool this summer. And then I'm going to friend them on Facebook. And I've already friended like 4 or 5 new people in our neighborhood that I met at the pool. We were just talking because we're all just sitting there staring at our kids, making sure nobody drowns. You're not doing a whole lot sitting at the pool. And so it was easy to chat up a conversation, find out their name, whatever. I didn't talk about Plexus, but then I friended them on Facebook. You're going to see a lot more people during the summer than you ever did during the winter. And many people have a lot more free time. If you're talking about teachers or, people who take a lot more vacation during the summer because their children are home, or people who stop their work during the summer because they aren't able to, afford childcare or whatever, they stop and they come home and stay with their kids or whatever, work from home and do it in the evenings or hanging out with the kids during the day. All of those people are going to have more opportunity and more time on their hands than they normally would during the regular school year. And then people always have their cell phones, and you probably always have your cell phone. And if you know anything about this business, you know that it is super easy to run this entire business from your phone. So whether you're sitting on vacation at a resort, you're going to have your phone next to you. Or whether you're sitting at the pool watching your kids, or, sitting out, hanging out with friends or whatever. I mean, you might not be doing business right in the middle of a party, but it's right there. It's always accessible. You don't need to be stuck at a desk in order to work this business. I work 99% of my business from my phone while hanging out with my kids or hanging out with my husband, or during, odd times while they're doing whatever, and I send a message, send a voice message, whatever. So we have to be positive. We have to look at the positive side of summer, and really the relational part of summer, where you are hanging out with more people, new people, meeting new people, getting into new conversations, and going out and exploring new parts of the country potentially, or the world, and meeting those new people. So some things that you can do. You want to be really intentional. I mean, let's face it, there is some reality to the fact that for some of us, summer is hard, because we do have all our kids home with us every waking minute of every day, and that's challenging sometimes, and it's exhausting, and you have to be intentional in either setting reminders if you're not going to remember to do things, or just setting aside that time, putting it on your calendar. Talk with your spouse and say, listen, I really want to keep working this business this summer, and I just need 20 minutes, 2 nights a week to sit down and really focus, because those are the times that I'm going to set my plan and really be intentional, so that later I can just work little bits of my business, here and there from my phone. Tell him if it's important to him, like it's important to you, or show him why it's important to you, then you guys should be able to work that kind of a thing out. I mean, I say to Matt now, I have 4 kids, so my days are busy, and one of my sons is autistic. And so if I'm the one watching him, you're watching him, like literally watching everything he's doing. And so I've said to Matt, okay, 2 nights a week, I've got to like walk away, 8 or 8:30, you're going to have to handle the rest of the night because I need to get some work done. And he's good with that. He knows that I can't just sit and do work during the day. So be intentional, set reminders. Man, I am the queen of, I used to just have to manually like type them in my phone, but now, like, I'm sure you all have iPhones, because I'm the only one that was, back in like 1995. But you could just press a button and tell Suri to remind you to do something. And all I tell her is, Suri, remind me to do this at 10 a.m. And then she just tells me. That's amazing. Like, you don't have to remember to do things. Tell her to tell you to do it, and then you can get it done. So there's easy ways to build it into a chaotic day. Remind me to text so-and-so. Remind me to call corporate for, such and such a customer, whatever. Do the team challenges that are out on our team pages. Your leaders are giving you great ideas on ways to grow your business all summer. Keep doing it. Take the 10 or 15 minutes a day to intentionally work and grow your business, because that is going to help you get through and build over the summer, as opposed to losing momentum over the summer. And that's why corporate does the leaders retreat over the summer, because they want to encourage and incentivize us to build all summer versus going, oh, I don't have time for that. Like, no, you make time for that, because a free trip to some amazing city on corporate is amazing, and you want to be there, and everyone can be there. I've said this before. I was a silver ambassador. I joined June 5th, 2014. Leaders Retreat contest had started June 1st, and I made it to that leaders retreat that October. I won the trip. So you can be brand new and still win leaders retreat. Every single person watching this video can win leaders retreat. We've talked about talking to people when you're out. Wear your swag. I might not mention Plexus, but I've got my hat on, or I've got my t-shirt on that says it, or I might be carrying a beach bag that says Plexus on it, whatever. It's a part of, they know that's a part of who I am. I have a sticker on my minivan that's got a, Plexus logo on it, whatever. It's a part of who I am. And so whether I specifically mention it to someone when I first meet them, or later they see it on my wall and on my news feed because we're now Facebook friends, they know that that's important to me by me wearing my swag. Make new Facebook contacts. We talked about that. If your days are insane and your husband works nights and there's just absolutely no time, hire a babysitter. Get a kid down the street to come watch your kids while you're there. I have an awesome girl from the neighborhood next door who comes, and she's coming twice this week, but she's been coming 1 day a week for 5 hours to give me some sanity. I'm still here, but she's taking care of my little autistic guy so I can actually focus on something else. I mean, quite frankly, I'm cleaning the house and doing, other things as well. But that's the only time I get to myself during the week, but it's worth it. And I'm not paying her all that much because she's like a mommy's helper. She's 12, but she loves hanging out with him. I'm still here, but it really helps me out. So that's something that you can consider doing, and not breaking the bank by leaving the house and needing a quote unquote real babysitter, but just getting, a little bit of time to work your business. Be intentional in meeting new people. Huge. At the pool, at the parties, at the park, everywhere you go. Be intentional in finding someone new to talk to and finding out their name. And then either you can hand them their phone and say, we should keep in touch. We should get the kids together. Hey, are you on Facebook? Would you find yourself on Facebook? Let's get together at the park another day. You were fun to talk to. That's all you have to say. It's not, it might feel awkward the first time you do it, but the person's not going to go running screaming, they're going to go, oh, yeah, okay. That sounds good. Yeah, it was fun talking to you. It's always more fun to be at the park talking to somebody than just staring at your kids. So be intentional and make those new friendships. Summer's a great time to reconnect with people who told you they were too busy previously during the year. So if you had somebody who was just like, oh, it's just crazy around Christmas, I just can't do anything in the spring, work is so busy in the fall, whatever that was, that excuse, that reason that they couldn't talk right then, those are great people to follow back up with. Hey, I know you were really busy in the fall. I know you were really busy in the spring. I'd love to talk to you or sit down for coffee one night or, one day or whatever, or just reconnect with them over the summer. Y'all should come over and have a cookout with our family or whatever to get them re-engaged. So anybody who was too busy a few months ago, reconnect with them. And then the biggest thing about summer is that it's a time that you are filling your funnel. And if you've never watched the training, I think I said this like a month ago too. If you've never watched the training that my husband and I did on filling your funnel, you need to go out to my YouTube channel. It's The Mama Kramer. That's the name of my YouTube channel. And you need to watch the training called Filling Your Funnel. And essentially, the idea of filling your funnel is you've got to talk to lots and lots and lots of people. That's the big part of the funnel in order to find those who might be interested, find those who are serious, find those who actually join you. And so that funnel gets smaller and smaller as you find those people who are actually interested. That's normal. That's normal sales. That's normal everything about life. Lots of people have to be talked to in order to find those few who really want to do this, who really want to get healthy, who really want to change their life through the business, whatever. But if you're intentionally out making new friendships, talking to new people, friending new people on Facebook, reconnecting with people all summer, that's a huge, huge pouring into that funnel. And then from that, over time, you will find those who will trickle out into successful business partners for you, into people whose lives will be changed through these products. It might not happen this summer. I'm not saying every person you talk to at the pool is going to become a Plexus ambassador, ever even. But some of them are. Absolutely, some of them are. And it might be the summer that they join you. It might be that their summer's kind of crazy, but they're kind of watching you and they're following what you're doing. And when the kids go back to school, they pick up the phone and they ask you, all right, I've been watching you all summer talking about this Plexus stuff. What's going on? My kids are back in school. Let's meet for coffee. It might be that you're literally just building and building and building that friendship base and that relationship base and filling that funnel so that later those people will come out as business partners for you. So that's a great training, mainly because my husband did most of it. It was awesome. So that's kind of all, I think. Let me check my notes. I think that is it that I wanted to say about that. I will stop the recording now, and then y'all can ask any questions that pertain to anything we talked about tonight. But that's the end of that thought. I would just say, to wrap it up, be intentional. That's the biggest thing. Make intentional conversations and intentionally build your business and build your team during the summer, and fit it into your schedule and into your calendar the way it is this summer.